It's week 3 of the National Football League, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Eagles and the Commanders under the lights on Monday night.
We are just east. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson up here in the booth. Should be a good matchup. Here's Joshua Carney ready to get this one started. And off we go here on Monday night. A return now from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. And taking the snaps, a quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
We both could get the sense from talking to him this week leading up to today's game, Mike, just the amount of pressure he felt that was on his shoulders. And frankly, in the entire locker room, they need to get their first win. When you study NFL history, starting a season 0-3, not many teams have ever made the playoffs in the Super Bowl era, only 6. So if they want to get a chance to find themselves in the playoff hunt, if they just want to get their season on track, a win today is going to go a long way.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen, and he's going to be brought down behind the line. This defense fired up to start the game. It'll bring up 4th down. The Commanders set to kick this one away. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. So the Philadelphia offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the quarterback now in his 4th NFL campaign.
Here we have a guy, Mike, just really coming off a tremendous outing last week. It seemed like everything was working for him in that win. The early rhythm he was able to establish, he rode that to the final whistle. They had an answer for everything the defense threw at him, and if he continues to stay one step ahead and continues to protect the ball at this rate, this is going to be a hard group to beat.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's a first carry for their running back. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. They'll empty out the backfield, line up for 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Putting the tight end in motion. That's into traffic, but taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's fighting to get free. A lot of work there for a gain of 3. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking first down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
Here comes the Eagles punt team. This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Commanders' offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. Not much there, maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. They need the 24-yard line as they come up for 3rd down. Now, faking the give. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's over the middle, complete to Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Now he'll run.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
He's got room at the 30. And he's going to be taken down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Now he'll run it.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
He'll let this go towards the end zone.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. The next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
Mike, anytime you're preparing to play a quarterback like this, the defense has to be prepared to keep him in the pocket. Once he gets out, we can see clearly why he is such a threat with his legs. I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Patterson's kick is good. And the Commanders will take a 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Here's 2nd and 6. Now this time they'll look to throw. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. 3-0 is our score. It's the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back after this. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They put the tight end Brown in motion. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
When the offense broke the huddle in a line, Mike, I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up. I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down. A tight end in motion now. They'll stick with him again. And he'll move this forward out to the 29-yard line. N'Kobe Dean in on the tackle. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to get back at it. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Back to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down after a gain of 3, but that is good enough for a 1st down. They send the tight end in motion. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
Having a quarterback with this ability to run is such an X factor in today's NFL. It's an element of their offense that you have to be prepared for on every single play. Here we see it on third down. Starts out as a pass. Nowhere to go with the ball. He tucks it, turns into a runner. Picks up the first down.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's a toss, right side. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
The offense is trying to test the edges of the perimeter of this defense, Mike, but the defense is just too quick to the ball. Total team defense. Pursuit. 11 hats to the ball carrier.
And he'll be taken down. They got him. Back at the 50-yard line.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense now. They get set to take over. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. Give them 14 on that play, one first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Going up top. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. Here's Corliss Waitman now as he's on to punt for Washington. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Handoff here, up the middle, and the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Here's the punter now. He's on to punt it for the 4th time tonight. That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Commanders' offense ready to take over once again. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Demario Davis there on the play. Look wide, get this one complete, and they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Two minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a 1st down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball, winning on 3rd down.
And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play. That's exactly what they did.
It's a gain of 19 in the air. Good for a Commanders' 1st down.
And now you can see they're really getting in rhythm in this 2-minute drive. Now, after that last completion, Mike, they cross midfield. Now the mindset goes to, all right, we got to come away with some points. They've got a quarterback who's in complete control, and they got to see if they can finish this thing off.
It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 7. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Out comes Riley Patterson to try the field goal. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, Thanks very much. More from you and the big tight end momentarily. But first.
And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with the first down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Catch made there by Waddle.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
And no place to go, no place to hide. He's taken down behind the line.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Here comes the Eagles punt team, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. This will be returned from the other side of midfield, and he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Commanders' offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this second half. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league, and it results in a negative play.
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down. Out comes Riley Patterson to try the field goal. This will be a 38-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Commanders will open up a 9-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense and their running back set to go once more. And he's had trouble getting on track in this one. Really limited space to find an opening. The defensive front stopping him multiple times. Generally, he has not been a big factor in this game to this point. Not much happening there. Just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing now from the gun. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. He'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll look to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. They'll throw here on 3rd and short yardage. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. We're about ready now for the punt. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Commanders' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. The cushion is 9 as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll run on 2nd down. And he will have the 1st down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains. He'll drop to throw. That's into traffic, but taken in. And he's close to a 1st down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. 2nd and a yard. Now a give on the ground, and he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a 1st down. They'll throw out of the gun. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
When you can generate interior pressure and move that pocket into the lap of the quarterback, man, it is hard for these quarterbacks to escape. They want to be able to step up in the pocket, step into their throw. Instead, he's retreating, and he takes the big sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now they'll run. It's a counter. And he'll work this forward to the 35. Nakobe Dean in on the tackle. 3rd and long. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
The visitors' offense about ready to take over once more. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
They'll get 11 there, and that's a quick 1st down. From the gun, here's a handoff. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he will have the first down. He caught it short of the line to gain, but knows right where that marker is, and he's able to pick up that first down. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Leo Chenal, the linebacker, there for the tackle. Back to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. That's caught on the right side by Waddle. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's a run at the gut. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So, points at a premium. Defensive battle so far. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down. Now a handoff, running right. Ooh! And drawing some oohs and ahs from the crowd, sidestepping his way. Nifty gain of 9 there. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. They bring a tight end in motion left. On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. They're going to motion the tight end over here. Off he goes.
The best quarterbacks don't see the rush, they feel the rush, and that's exactly what this guy was able to do here. He's able to escape the initial pressure and immediately realizes, I got some space out in front of me.
And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Eagles! It's his 4th touchdown on the year. Greg, how often do we say it's a one-possession game, but that's a 2-part story? Part 1 taken care of right there with the touchdown.
All right, Mike, so they go down and they get the all-important touchdown. But only half the time is this truly a one-score game. They need this 2-point conversion here to tie it up.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. To the ground, a first down run. He did a good job of making one man miss, but could not get away from this defense in the end. It turns into a loss of yardage. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He'll let one go down the middle. And he will take this one in. 76 yards. Touchdown, Washington. Extra point by Patterson is good. The Commanders will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. They trail here by a couple of scores. The margin is 9. As this drive starts with first down. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. That's complete. It's Waddle. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down. Open man, right side. He's got it. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Tight end going in motion here. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. He runs with it. 10 yards on the scramble there. And he picks up the first down. He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Up the middle they go. And he'll bring this inside the 15. And that's good enough for the first down. They'll stay on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Throwing right. It's taken in. And the Eagles are going to have a first and goal coming up. He's out of bounds at the 2. They'll try to run this one in. This defense backed up, but stepping up. No gain on the play. It stays at the 3. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The extra point from Carty is good. And the Eagles will cut it to a 2-point lead. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. He'll start at the 2. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The home team's offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. Quick throw, taken in. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Now, faking the... And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's first and 10. They'll drop to throw. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. A zone read here, and he's going to keep this himself. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll stick to the ground. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their second. As they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. To the right side here. Pass is caught. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. The tight end motioning left here. Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught to the goal line and in. Troy Franklin. Touchdown, Eagles.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there. Ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Here's 1st down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds. They'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And it'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. Going down the center of the field, open man, and it's taken in. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air one more time. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball. Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else.
I had to take a chance on 4th down, and it's intercepted. And it'll be taken down, and there is a flag on the play. This is going to be offside. A huge defense call.
Still 4th down.
Here we go. One final play. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. So it's a win here for the visiting Eagles. They continue their winning ways in the month of September. They're off to a 3-0 start. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the